Hi, and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. Today is part 3 of Dom's Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious. It's Lego set 42111. It's got a little over 1,000 pieces. We've gotten the first 2 bags done, and I hope we finish tonight, but no guarantees. But let's go ahead and just start the building. So this is it so far. We've got basically the frame, and it looks like next we're actually going to start doing some of the body work, the panels and stuff. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Or is it? And I know your name says Greg Dillon, but do you go by Greg or do you go by Dillon? I've been calling you Greg, and so far you haven't said anything. So I'm hoping that I haven't been offending you this whole time, just didn't know it. But if you let me know which one you prefer, I'd be more than happy to call you whatever you want. And thanks for joining. And hey, John, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I'm excited because tomorrow Seinfeld gets released. And you better bet this man right here is going to do everything he can to get one. So, I love Seinfeld. It's my favorite show ever, and I just cannot miss out on getting that. I am almost completely done unpackaging those 68 sets, and I got a warning from Lego today. When I signed into my VIP account online, it told me that I've gone over my limit on sets. People, okay, there are a lot of Dylans. Okay, so is it okay if I call you Greg? You commented, people in school called me Greg because there were a lot of Dylans. Okay, and John, buy 3. Well, that is the limit, John, 3, and I got 60 something of them. It's not going to stop me. I'm still going to buy whatever I want to buy. And like I've commented in the past, I mean, I don't know what the problem is. I'm not stealing these sets. I'm buying a full market value. You know, I've never known a business that, oh, you can't buy my product. Isn't that what you're in business for? I'm kind of confused here. Anyway, enough on that. They wanna complain. Let them complain. I'll just buy it from Target, Walmart, whatever. And okay, I'll just continue to call you Greg then. And thanks for clearing that up for me. And hello, Jenny. How you doing? I hope you're having a good evening. Hope all you are having a good evening. Alright, sorry, I'm just looking at the instructions here. Oh, that's why. I was wondering why it didn't make any sense, but it makes sense now that I look at the directions a little more closely. How was my day? My day was pretty good. Work was alright. I'm understanding the new system more and more. So that makes it somewhat more tolerable. Still, there are some issues that need to be worked on. I'm having computer issues. Not my computer at home, but I have to remote in because I need a secure connection for what I do. So I remote in every day to another computer that is on site, and had some issues with that today. Called our support team that works on that specifically, and they didn't see the need to work on it right away, which was frustrating because it's preventing me from opening Excel spreadsheets, which, well, if I can't do that, I might as well not even go to work, because that's basically, that's not all of what I do, but I probably use Excel about half or a little more than half the time. So, but on the same hand, it's their nickel. They're paying me, and if they want to pay me to do nothing, that's fine. I just let them know the problem, and it's up to them now to fix it. And Greg says I'm playing a sci-fi action RPG. All right, which one, by the way? My son used to like to play the Factorio, and what was the other one? The Binding of Isaac, I think it was called. And I don't think those are RPGs though, but they're sci-fi. Okay. Oh, there it is. One of my favorite sci-fi games of all time is Command and Conquer series. Lost a lot of hours playing that when I was younger. And if I had a copy of it today, I'd probably be losing some hours at it again. So, and I wish I would have had time to lay out the pieces for the set, because it sure is easier, but I did not have time, and I had to fix that piece on the underside that was messed up, and that required me to dismantle this set pretty far to get to it. That's the way it is with Technic. Don't make a mistake, you're going to pay for it. So yeah. Jetty says, my day so far so good. All right. And Mass Effect Trilogy. I have not heard of that one, Greg. I'll look that up. Or maybe I shouldn't, because I don't need to be playing games. I've lost a lot of hours of Minecraft with my son. Him and I play Minecraft half a bazillion times, man. I don't want to hurt my fingers when we use the table. What computer game do I play now? I don't really play them at all anymore. I did have a tiny bit of spare time earlier this week, and I picked up Civilization 6. But I didn't play it for very long, only about an hour, so I didn't get very far. That's a game that takes hours and hours to play. And I just, frankly, don't have the time for it anymore. So. Okay, let me make sure that I am doing this right. And that does not look right. That looks right. Okay, we'll go with that. I did happen to get a few minutes the other day while I was sorting Legos, and my daughter was helping me, we watched a couple different movies. We watched Cars together, and then we watched Airplane together. We watched Police Academy, the first one, together. And that perhaps was the funniest one. Oh, and we watched Mean Girls too, but I don't really care for Mean Girls. That was her pick. I guess you can kind of guess which ones were my picks, right? But yeah. And I like your Star Wars shirt. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. And by the way, if y'all want me to wear shirts, I'm willing to. Just send them to me. Nothing offensive, though, please. I'm saving up money for the gunship, says Greg, and that I understand that struggle, Greg. That's always a struggle. You almost need a separate job just for the Lego budget. Okay, so I've got that done. Okay. But yeah, this is the front end here with the headlights and stuff. Like I said, this is going to be the bag that this one starts taking some real shape to it. You know, colleges, when they have their scholarship funds, they have what's called an endowed fund. And that means basically they don't ever touch the actual money in the fund. They only award the interest because the fund is so big. So it's perpetual, it always lives on. I need myself an endowment fund for Legos. Something where I have enough money that I don't ever touch the principal, I only touch the interest to buy the Legos. That's what I need. So, and Greg, I'm also planning on getting the gunship. I've seen some more reviews and I really like it. Solid Brick Studios, I think you sent me that link. I saw his video, really liked it. I do wish Lego would see me in such a light they would send me early copies, but they don't send me early copies, so I do my reviews as soon as I can. Alright. And then we got this. And we got to put the number 7 sticker on there. And this reminds me of the Eminem song, You Only Got One Shot. Yeah, it will be sold out. You're right. In a matter of minutes. Here lately, that's the way it's been, and I really wonder, you know. Okay, I don't want to complain too much, so. But I will say that I don't understand Lego's practice, their business practices, because quite frankly, if I had a product that was that popular, that it sold out within minutes. Well, I would up production because, you know, they get mad at resellers for buying and reselling. Well, if it's so dang scarce that you can buy it and resell it for a huge profit, then you're not making enough of them. And maybe that should be the focus. Instead of getting on people for buying them, just make enough. They're not so scarce. And that's all that I will say negative about that. All right, so here we go. We got the grill started there with the two headlights on each side. Yeah, one of my good friends, Ray. I worked with Ray years ago, and we've remained friends over the years. He made a comment on my Facebook post today and told me that all he ever wanted was for me to build a small city so he could dress up like Godzilla and destroy it, and he didn't think that was too much to ask for. But that's just Ray. You have to know Ray to know that that's just something he would say. He's half serious, by the way. Yeah, I have seen the Target Juniors Lego sets. I don't like them. I understand why they exist. They're simpler builds for kids. But dang it, man. I think you're getting the short end of the stick on that. Legos are expensive enough. But I have bought a few Juniors, not for the actual set, just for pieces. Because sometimes they are cheap. Cheaper by the piece to do it that way. And of course, that's what I look for. One of the major things I look for. Maybe I'll invite Ray over when it comes time to move. And then he could dress up as Godzilla and destroy the city. That way it'd make it easier for me to move it. Alright, so we got the front end actually on here. Like they have some of these. Yes, they do. That's where I bought most of my bookshops that I just parted out. Bought most of them from Target, but Lego still got on me because I bought too many from them. I mean, why can't they be like the, what is it, Frito-Lay company? Go ahead and eat them, we'll make more, or whatever it is. I know their slogan is something close to that. Why can't Lego have that slogan? Don't worry, we'll make more, kind of thing. But not that I'm planning on going anywhere, but I sure do pity my family, because whenever it is I pass away, whoever's got to take care of my estate, I hope they like Legos, because if they don't, it's going to be a very tedious task. That's just me getting back at them for all the times they were turds during life, I guess. I don't know if you guys saw that that meme out there where the guy's talking about he's got that really worried look on his face, and it says that look on your face when your friends ask you how much you spent on that Lego set in front of your wife. I don't have that problem. Okay, so I guess I must have missed something because it's not sticking on there, so. Yep, I did. Yeah, I bought the London bus from Lego. I mean, from Target. And also the Harley Davidson motorcycle I also bought from there. So, yeah, they have been carrying some of their exclusives. Toys R Us used to do that before they went out of business, but, well, they've been out of business for what, 4 years now? But they used to carry some of these modulars as well. The only problem with Toys R Us is that their prices, even the Legos were about 10% higher than what Lego had it listed online, and that was unforgivable because Lego's already expensive enough. And Greg, I love that meme about Kirk's father and then Luke's father. That was pretty hilarious, man. I appreciate you sending me stuff like that. I get a good laugh out of most memes. Okay, so let me get this. Oh, there we go. So I gotta get this straight. All right. I'm a huge meme fan, and because of that, a lot of my friends send them to me. I have coworkers that send it to me. Okay, so this goes. Oh, I'm off camera. Sorry. So we got a fender installed. And if you guys have any funny memes, feel free to send them to me through Facebook. Oh. Sorry guys, short nights, long days, short nights. Seems to be the story of my life. But yeah, I am trying to get this done tonight because tomorrow I want to have a live stream where we actually start building Jerry's apartment from Seinfeld. And of course that does assume that I'm going to be able to get one. So okay, so that's embarrassing. I can't find. Oh, there it is. That's even more embarrassing. Starting to state that I can't find it, and I find it. But I think y'all are used to my embarrassing moments now. I actually kind of like when it repeats like this, because we're building the symmetrical side of this. And I like that because I built the first side, I kind of know what to expect on this side. Has anybody else here watched that series called Manifest about the plane that disappears for 5.5 years or whatever it is, and when they come back, things are way different? Has anybody else watched that? I've watched. I think Netflix had 2 seasons on there, and there's 3. So I'm hoping I can watch the 3rd somewhere. And Greg says, I know where I put the gunship. No, where I'll put the gunship. Okay. Can I hang it from the ceiling? I've always wanted to do that. I think that'd be cool. Where are you going to put it, Greg? You little pick me up there. And I started going through some more of my store, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the pieces as cheap as I can for my build, for my Lego City mock. So that's what I'm trying to do, and it's been working pretty well. Got a lot of tiles. I did not take some of the pieces, and I won't mention what they are because I made the mistake of that once, and I don't know if someone was watching the live stream or not, but by the time I was done, that particular piece that I mentioned was all sold out. So I forgot a piece, and that's all I'm going to say. Hopefully I can get to it a little later. But I took quite a few, and sales have been really good since that. Greg says I've got shelving. What kind of shelving? I've used the IKEA shelving, and I really like it actually because it's cheap and it's sturdy. But just curious on what you used. And I know a lot of people like IKEA and a lot of people don't like IKEA. All I can say is I love that store. You get cheap stuff. I mean, it's relatively cheap, and I have an IKEA desk that I've had for like 5 years now, and there's nothing wrong with it. It works just fine. So, you know, hey, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine, but you don't dog me for liking it. So, and I'm not saying anybody else here is, but I've had people say stuff to me about that, how cheap it is, and it's like, you know what? Yeah, that's why I like it. It's cheap. So, Jenny says, was it any good? Oh, I loved it. I love Manifest. It's a clean flick. Very little swearing. Very little nudity. Actually, no nudity at all, actually. I would say that other than a couple parts kind of being scary because they involve the supernatural, I would say it's a good family flick. And basically for those reasons. And it's hard to find programming anywhere that's 100% family friendly that I'd let my 3-year-old granddaughter watch with me. But she's not here anymore, but I'm just saying if she was yeah. If she was, though. Yeah, look, Greg, you said you don't know what kind of shelving, and I can imagine because that dresser of yours looks like it's pretty well spoken for all the way across now. Oh, cool. Now we got all right, so the front is built along with the fenders, so that looks pretty cool. And then next looks like we got a little bit of steering going, some steering action going on here. And I like that about Lego, how they get the steering to work out. You know, it's pretty cool. Of course, it does help if I pay attention, put it on right, but we don't need to talk about that, do we? You should get the Batmobile before it retires. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a look at that tomorrow. I have to admit I'm pretty low on funds right now. Buying those 68 bookstores really cleaned me out. But the sales are coming in, so it's funny because my balance drops and then it goes right back up. So And there's only one Lego store in my whole entire state. So if you want to get certain sets, that's the only place you can go, or order online, but you know, we all know how that goes. And I do like Batman. I've got the old Bat Cave, the one that's made out of mostly black bricks and dark bluish gray. And I'm talking about the one probably came out in the early 2000s, I want to say. I've got that one. I used to have 2 copies of it, but I gave one of them to a friend who looked like Batman, and then he turned out to be a turd. I felt like I shouldn't have done that, but you live and you learn. I guess the first things first, never give away Lego. I'm being sarcastic. That really did happen, but I'm not bitter over it. I don't care. My dad used to say something, and I got to clean it up a little bit to make it family friendly. He said there was no reason to point out who the a-holes are, because they do a fine job of pointing out themselves. And no truer words have been spoken, let me tell you. So sorry, I'm tired. It seems like I say that almost every live stream. Well, it's true every live stream too. I just hope my truck's okay, because my daughter's driving it. She's going to pick up some furniture. Yeah, speaking of IKEA, that's where she went. So, it's like you got the blower top to this. And Greg says you go to Bricks and Minifigures. Yeah, actually I do. Okay, so... And we have a place here. It's a local shop. I won't mention his name because I don't want to feel like I'm promoting something, but he's an independent of Lego, but he sells a lot of older sets and stuff, and he even sells some non-Lego parts, which I do appreciate because they're compatible with Lego, and Lego's not interested in building anything close to it, so I do appreciate it. And then we got a second guy here in this area that has his own shop. It's not just dedicated to Lego though. He does like other things like Dungeons and Dragons, old G.I. Joe sets, and minifigures, old Star Wars figures, that kind of stuff. And yeah, he orders from me on Bricklink quite a bit because, well, if he gets a thing of used Legos, a whole lot of them, he'll go through and make the finish off the sets, and you know, he'll build them as far as he can, and whatever he's missing, he'll order some. And he's ordered for me a couple times, and his orders are usually quite large, so I don't know what size he's getting, like how big his bulk things are, but they got to be pretty good size because he's doing this. So okay, so okay, I imagine we're going to end up putting some sort of peg in there. Yep, I spoke too soon. There you go. So we got the hood going. And I've also made, I enjoy this hobby of mine. I've met some really good people. Greg, you're one of them. I appreciate that, Greg. And some of you might know Mary Ann. She used to work for Lego. I met her because of my Lego habit. And she's cool. Every time she orders from me, it seems like we end up talking for an hour or so. And I appreciate it because she's probably about the only person I could have such a conversation with, because everybody else I'd probably bore them. It'd just be like Ted Stryker on an airplane. Every person he talks to on the plane tries to hurt themselves or kill themselves. That's probably the way it is without people like you guys. Because you guys understand the hobby, and I appreciate it. I do. So. Alright, let's get this in there. Looks like we're building some doors here. Yeah, you know, growing up, I'll be honest with you, Legos, I'm always honest with you guys. I don't even know why I say that why anymore, because it's not like I deceive you guys. But anyway, growing up, Legos was a big part of my life, man. I used it to help me, you know, in goal setting and stuff. And I think I've told you guys a story, but I wanted to build something with all my Lego pieces growing up, and I decided to build a city, which was extremely difficult to do. I wanted to use all my pieces, every last one of them, and this was before the internet. So you couldn't just order a piece or two to complete something. You had to actually use your imagination quite extensively to figure out how you were going to use what pieces you had. And I made the city a couple times, and it just didn't work out. I was always left over with pieces, and I couldn't figure it out. I did like tombstones. I did all kinds of stuff to try to, you know, fill in the blanks, and it just didn't work out. And then finally, and I really mean this, finally, I got the idea to do a dump. And so I built a wall with some pieces I had left over, and I built myself a Lego dump, and there's a driver door. And I made a little sign, went on my computer, printed off a little sticker that said Legoland City Dump or something like that. And that allowed me to use every last piece I ever owned of Lego. And that was quite an accomplishment. And I want it to be October already, says Greg. Kind of reminds me of the Green Day song, Wake Me Up When September Ends, because it'll be October. But I think you're referring to the movies that are coming out, the James Bond movie and stuff that you mentioned a few times. And what is it? No Time to Die? That's coming out. Alright, looks like we got the other side, the other door to do. Okay, I really am missing a piece. Missing one of these little pegs here, but that's alright. I got plenty of them. Got a whole drawer of them. Are you going to see the movie with anybody in particular, Greg? Of course, it kind of helps if you pay attention to the instructions, right? The last movie I saw was Boss Baby 2, which I did like. I thought it was fun. You haven't, Jenny? I have not seen any of the James Bond movies. Are they good? Do I know you? Just kidding. That's a little harsh. But yeah, I love when Sean Connery was James Bond. He was my favorite one, actually. And I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but I thought it was totally hilarious in Mrs. Doubtfire when James Bond ends up being her boyfriend. The guy who plays James Bond, I don't remember his name. He's a British actor. But that cracked me up. But yeah, they are good. I believe they started in the 60s. It's been around for a long time. I'm sure Greg could tell me more than I know. Greg could say more than I know about it. But yeah, James Bond, they are pretty good, and I think that overall they're clean. No Time to Die and Halloween Kills. Yep, 2 movies that are coming out in October. Okay. And then, sure, we gotta swing that around. Yep. Because we had to do in the last one. 1963, Dr. No. Yep. I knew he's been around for a long time. Alright, so this has me a little worried because I've got pieces left over that don't. And you know what? I'm exactly right. They do belong. So let me throw them on. There, you know, after you build a few Lego sets, you come to understand what pieces are typically extras in a Lego set and which ones are not. And when I see these kind, they worry me because, well, I don't want to mess it up and have to go back later and tear this thing halfway apart just to stick on pieces that should have been here to begin with. And I see those. Alright. Squish these aside. And we are on the last bag. And Bricks by Nick. I almost missed it. Well, you're in luck. We got one more bag. Looks like we got the roof and the back fenders and the trunk area. So let's hop right into it and get this done. Because like I said, tomorrow I reserve for Seinfeld. Of course, it'll be quite embarrassing if I can't get one. But I don't think that'll be a problem. I think I'll be able to get one. Oh, maybe I'm building a seat. Kind of looks like it. Yep, that's exactly what I'm building. I'm not quite seeing how this works. That makes no sense, because it's really not holding on to much, and they don't secure it down any other way. So that has me worried, actually. Oh, there we go. Got it figured out. Alright, so we got a little more work back here to do. Okay. Well, that's not good. You remember what I was saying earlier about messing up a Technic set? Well, this is what happens when you do. Okay, fixed. I'm waiting for the rumored Tumblr remake to be revealed. Yeah, that's gonna be. I think that will be pretty cool if they end up doing that. I think this was the conversation I was having here, and about Heath Ledger being the best Joker that ever was. And Jane says, wow, the build is moving right along. Yes, it is. Unlike some of the other builds, this one is coming along nicely. However, there is still a ways to go on this. And these sets are very deceiving because, you know, when they say 1,000 pieces to the set, it doesn't really look like it. However, with these Technic little pins everywhere, that's where I think most of the pieces are, to be honest. And there I go, using the "to be honest" again. No, I'm lying to you guys. So we got that side done, and it said that I'm supposed to do the other side, but I am like, I must be blind because I am not seeing that piece, and that is like a major piece of this. Still in the bag? No, I'm looking at all the bags. So let me oh, there it is. See? If it was a snake, it would have bit me. And John says, oh no, rebuild. Yes. That is the beauty of Legos. I just wonder how hard it is to build these or design them. I imagine it is pretty difficult. I also imagine it'd be pretty fun too. I mean, why not, right? I need a couple stickers, which means I've got one shot. Maybe zero. Can't even get it off the sheet. Technic is a pain in the... I agree. But Technic has also come out with some of the best sets ever, though. And if it wasn't for Technic, you really couldn't do large builds because you need the structural support from that only Technic offers in a lot of different builds. So, it's a pain, but it's a necessary evil in my book. Yeah, I noticed the live stream is doing better tonight. It's just started acting up a little bit on my end. But the last couple have just been disasters because this dashboard flashing all these different warnings at you is just really disturbing, and it's hard to concentrate. And like I said, for the most part, it hasn't been doing that tonight. It just started doing that a little bit. We'll see if it calms down. But I'd heard from other people that I think it was John that told me that he was watching a different live stream the same morning I was having trouble with mine, and that person not related to Legos, but they were having trouble as well with their live stream. So I don't think it was my equipment. And seeing as I have not made any adjustments to my equipment, and then it just started working again, I don't think it was. So YouTube needs to get their stuff together. And we got the nitrous going on here. And yes, we do have some support on the bottom here. Okay, nitrous is installed. And I love when you're building and every time you look down it looks like the table's a little more empty than it was because you're picking up pieces and installing them or building them or however you want to put it. Okay, so we got this here. Oh, this is the exhaust. That's pretty cool. It's got the double exhaust back here. It may have zero exhaust if I can't get it on there. Alright, we got a sticker. California sticker. Well, I didn't do bad with my one shot. There you go. I like how, even though it's Technic, it's very detailed. It's pretty cool. And let's see. With all these same colored pieces, it's really hard to find some of the pieces you're looking for. I'm not colorblind or anything, but sometimes it's just difficult. And I'm at that stage again where I just can't find the piece I need. They're all about the same color, so it is difficult. Now we're putting on the brake lights here. Did you know about the fire in Southern Oregon? I did not. I know that in general out here we are definitely having a problem with drought conditions, but I didn't realize there was a fire. Last year Oregon had a ton of fires. What about this fire? Is it pretty big, I imagine, then? Is it a forest fire, or is it urban like the Oakland one years and years ago? Okay. Okay, so we put the back end on there. I have a feeling my neighbor Les is going to come over after this is done. The reason why is he has a Dodge Charger, so he'd be very interested in this one. In fact, I showed him before I built it, the box, and he was very interested. So okay, so I need another one of those, and again, with these being all the same color, I have such a hard time finding them. There it is. And I always like when he starts this Dodge Charger, because you can hear it. And he's I don't want to say he's older, because he's not older. He's my age, which if you consider that older, that's fine. So he doesn't like start it up at 3 in the morning. When he does start it up, it's, you know, afternoon, evening, when I'm already awake anyway, so I wouldn't care. Plus, it's kind of cool to hear it, because then I know somebody's going to be driving a really cool car out there. And I admit, when I've heard him start it up, I've gone out there just to look at it. Why not? It's a cool car. Oh, Jenny says, yes, it's big. The last I knew, it burned down 33,000 acres or more. Wow. And you know, that's a lot, actually. People don't realize an acre is exactly 43,560 square feet. So imagine that times 33,000. That's a lot of square footage burning right now. I'll take a look at some pictures of that. I have you guys might have seen Josh on here once in a while. He lives in the Oregon area, near Portland. So I don't know where this fire is. Oregon's a pretty big state. So put on the top of the car. Yeah. I know that we've got warnings around here not to do anything stupid because of forest fires. So, and I was watching on YouTube today that one of our reservoirs around here is actually completely empty. There is not a drop of water in it. It's pretty scary if you think about it. And I'm back to that same old problem where, because it's the same color, I just can't find it. There it is. I was pretty sure it was here, but oh, I didn't realize we went over an hour. Pardon me, guys, but I'm still going to keep going because I'm so close to being finished. And plus, we know that I'm trying to get the Seinfeld set for tomorrow. And I don't want to leave this hanging and then have to go back and finish this another time because I don't like doing that. So I won't. Ugh. What I will do is yawn at you though, and I apologize, but tonight is one of those nights that as soon as I'm done with this live stream, even though it's early, I'm going to bed. I certainly need to. Okay, this is complex. Okay, so it says this goes.
Why didn't they just have us build? Anyway.
Sorry, I can't show this on camera. I can barely do it as it is. I hope this didn't just fall off the car. Okay. Next we've got number 7. Boy. This is very difficult because these things have to line up and they don't. There it goes. And I got one more on this side. Looks like part of the roll cage. Me too, it's been a long day, yeah.
What'd you do today, Jenny?
Okay, so we got part of the roll cage going. And then we got this going as well. Looks like that's going to be to the front. And I decided to get a haircut today. Actually, it looks like I got all of them cut. Alright. I'm always on the hunt for pieces. That's just part of the channel. And I like how they use the Technics properties here to kind of bend the rules to make this not square. They have it at an angle because of what they can do with the pieces. I think that's pretty awesome. Alright, let's get some more of this done. So, let's see if we can get this last one in there. This is kind of tough. There we go. Is this the trunk lid? Kind of looks like it. Yep. Well, tomorrow, uh, assuming that I get the Seinfeld set, I will be talking a lot about it. The show, like I said, it's one of my favorite shows, and well, it actually is my favorite show. And I have a couple surprises for you guys as well during the build. So, and I don't know if it really shows on camera, but I did install the world map. It's right behind my chair, but like I said, I don't think it shows too well. In a little over a week, I'm gonna do a video, another one of those house tours, and when I do that, hopefully you'll be able to see that world map hanging there, because I'm certainly gonna point that out. Alright, so it was the trunk lid. I guess if you have to replace your nitrous canisters, they gotta give you a way to get to it. Yeah. Oh boy, wrong piece. I'm making a long day longer by making silly little mistakes. I guess this is the back, one of the fender walls in the back here. Okay, so we got a sticker here. Alright, and then you got a couple more pegs to stick in here. Ooh, that didn't sound good. got that back fender. And it looks like we just got, oh, spoke a little too soon. Okay, so in the back here, okay. I guess this is supposed to serve as a door stop to keep the door from going all the way in. Yes, it does. It almost looks complete from this angle. We got another nitrous type can here. Or is this a fire extinguisher? Can't tell. Okay. So this goes on my back here. Okay, so this goes on the back here. That's pretty cool. I like that little detail. Alright, we got the last fender wall here. Okay, so this is much like the other side, just symmetrical or asymmetrical. the last sticker here, which is the one with the gas can on it, or the gas cap. And then we got the other door stop on this side. And we got this fender fin thing. And last but not least, we got this one little fin piece as well. And this will be a done deal. Alright, so John says, Jennifer, puppy comes this Sunday. Congrats, John, on that. I know that'll be an exciting day. Do share some pictures, John. I'd love to see those. Alright, so I definitely went over an hour this time. But it was a necessary evil. And this is done. And okay, so let's do a few things. The doors function. I do wish they would have put mirrors on here though. But okay, maybe I can add some. And actually, I just thought of how I can, so I will. You got the trunk that opens with the nitrous back here. You got steering that works when you do this. And you've got the hood that comes up, and when you move, so does the timing chain, and so do the pistons inside of here. So pretty cool set for a little over 1,000 pieces. And back is extremely bad today, John says. Been keeping off the feet. Not sure if it's because I haven't been wearing my sneakers a lot here. Yeah, walking on those floors will do it for my back too. Exciting day, hellish night. I won't be sleeping. Sorry to hear that, John. Well, I'm going to wrap it up for tonight, guys. Thanks for joining me. Be good to each other and stay safe out there. And I'll catch you on tomorrow's live stream, which will hopefully be Jerry Seinfeld.